That's nasty. Hmm. Is that hard? Oh man. Is that hard enough? Cry tonight. I don't even know if that's the lyrics for real. Is that the lyrics? Mm. Love, love on the brain got me feeling this way. All right, I'm back with the chat open to do a hearts to hearts. Open the chat for a hearts to hearts conversation. For the person who needs it. So, hello, hello, hello. I know I needed a heart to heart earlier, so and I didn't have my chat on. So I'm opening it up so we can just check in and, just chat because life be doing what it do. And I know everybody don't have, somebody they can talk to for real. So just hold space when you're trying to figure this thing out. I would love to just have a conversation with like my parents for real because this parent life, this parent life is challenging. How you doing? I seen I could not comment. Yeah, earlier I didn't have the comments on. I'm feeling much better. I just, had to share my heart earlier. Just the things that I'm working through and trying to process. But just coming back to my heart every time. Because I just feel like people try to make this life seem like it's so easy. And it's really not. It's really not. And I feel like we have so many examples of people trying to make it look easy, pretending like things ain't happening. And people really struggling out here. So, you know, that's what it is for me. Yeah, talking always makes me feel better. Talking is healing. I am 43. But yeah, especially when you really moving through life with your heart open, Because it's one thing to have your heart closed and just move through life and just, pretend like ain't nothing happening or nothing is affecting you. But for the ones who really doing this thing, like for real, it can be heavy. So that's what this is all about. It's just letting people know it's okay. It's okay to feel all the feels of life and express what you're feeling. Like, be honest. Why is it helpful review? Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, I was on your live earlier when you was working out at the gym. I was shocked to see you in the building working out. I was shocked. I was like, oh, he's in the building. Did y'all go live cooking tonight? I'm really enjoying those lives. I like seeing you in family mode. Okay. I know you look like you really enjoy outsides, being out in nature. But yeah, I was just saying, like, I love seeing you in your workout mode, but I'm really enjoying seeing you with the family. Okay. Yeah, I just made some. Well, I put a pizza in the oven earlier, and I just made some chicken wraps for me and my daughter. And she come in here playing in my face, talking about, mine. The chicken didn't taste weird to you. I'm like, what are you talking about? It tastes like chicken. I'm like, are you playing with me right now? Are you playing with me right now? Don't play with me. Talk about it tastes like chicken. I'm like, what does that even mean? What, it was raw? Did the chicken taste raw? She like, no, it just tastes like chicken. You know how when eggs taste like eggs? I was about to slap her. Because why are you playing with me? Why are you playing with me right now? What we gonna do? What we gonna do with these kids? See, you still have time. Yours are still little. Man, these teenagers, they really is a different level to the game. Parents and teenagers is a different level to the parenting game. They're the reason why I have all these gray hairs. And then she just gonna walk out like she wasn't just playing with me. Like, girl, go sit down somewhere. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. Oh yeah, you definitely about to find out. 13 is definitely the age. Man, that change is crazy. You have to prepare yourself for it. Cause you be like, what happened to my babies? You're welcome. You know I have to return the love because I just always appreciate you. Always showing love. I appreciate them. And then we need the eyes, the extra set of eyes for the trollers. You know how that go. But yeah, like my 19-year-old, like I had to tell him the other day. I had to have a conversation with him and just be like, look, forgive me because as a mom, it's hard for me to let go of the old version of you. Like I still see you as that little boy, joyful, playful, wanting to dance and hang out with your mom. And now you're 19 and I'm still I can't take it. Like I don't like it. I don't like that you're growing up. I don't like that you're growing up. Yeah, he aching up. He was doing great and now he's slacking. Gotta get him in. Yeah, man. But then, you know, for them too, like, that's why communication is really important too, because we feel like they're just kids. You know, like, y'all kids, y'all ain't really dealing with nothing, but they're dealing with a lot. So, you know, give them grace and talk to them. Like, talk to him to him and hear him out for real. Like, let his voice be heard, because we think they're not experiencing life or going through anything, but they really are. So I be trying to hold that space for my kids, allow them to be who they are and process how they need to process, but also just letting them know they have a safe space to come and talk to me. Well, that's stressful enough. Shoot. Going to school and he in advanced classes, that's pressure. That's pressure. And then with all the other things, the changes he going through in his body, just, you know what I'm saying? All of that, that's a lot. And then you just got to remember, like, when we was in school. I don't know how school was for you, but for me, man, I hated it. It was stressful. And I feel like as parents, like, we forget what that was like for us. So it's hard for us to give our kids grace. Plant-based black man. Like, what fantasy world are you living in right now? Huh? I can see you back with your foolery again, plant-based black man. How you doing today? Huh? Don't come in here with the foolery. Don't play no games. I mean, hey, everybody entitled to live in their own delusions, you know? You know? Hey, that's your world. Live it up. I didn't time him out trying to see what he on. Yeah. Talk some. You know, I can't tell you not to punish him, but just hear him out. Like, see what he really dealing with. Hello, hello, hello. It's morning by you? Because it's night by me, so where you at? What they doing? What they doing? Why you put him in timeout? I ain't even catch it. Who was that? Oh, okay. Well, good morning to you on the other side of the world. Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I say, I'd be like, you know how people say read the room? I feel like when people enter the live, they already know what vibe it is, you know? So check the vibe of the live. And if it ain't your vibe, then just leave. Nobody have time for all that. I am doing well. How are you? You know what I'm realizing? That people just really want attention. They hungry for attention. And they'll take any type of attention they can get. You know? So yes, put them in timeout. I see you was giving people grace the other day. You was like, put them in timeout. Then you say no. I was like, look, you know me. I used my timeout button. Put them in timeout right now. Hello, hello, hello. I will put them in timeout, and I give them the maximum sentence, 24 hours. Like I ain't giving you no grace. I'm giving you 24 hours. Come back and try again next time. I be there for the trolls too. I just show them love, and for real though, it really just helps me to see where I'm at on my journey as far as my confidence and just like not letting that shit get to me. It's like it is what it is. Like y'all showing who y'all are. That has nothing to do with me. You showing people who you truly are. Like you projecting, but you're really speaking volumes to who you are as a person. You know how they say kill them with kindness. But I'm just gonna overflow them with love. Like that's what it's gonna be. Hello, hello, hello. Um, but yeah, we just having a heart to heart. Y'all get into the chat. How y'all day going? What's something that you may be struggling with in life right now? Like, what's that thing for you, and how you working through it? Why is it? Let me see. What does that even mean? That's my first time seeing it. Oh, so that's why. So that's what we doing. Okay, hold on. Somebody angry. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. No trolling for sure. Like, I'm not. Wait. You saying I'm not, so what? I'm just trying to keep up with you. You say I'm not? Like, what are you saying I'm not to? My day was good. You know what? I'm really just in with the chat open, just talking to people, just having a heart to heart. Like, I really shared my heart early on my life and talked about everything that I wanted to talk about and just get off my chest. But right now I'm just chatting with y'all. Would you ever date or go out with a 33-year-old? Or am I too young? I would consider that old. 33? No. You know what's crazy though? Because a lot of 30, 33-year-olds always trying to talk to me. But I'd be like, I ain't going backwards, like that way. You in the chat encouraging it. What's going on? Get some flowers. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what? You don't know unless you ask. You don't know unless you ask. But I don't know. It seems to be like a pattern of people trying to talk to me now. Like in the early 30s. But I can't say because maturity does not necessarily come with age. So, I can't say the older the mature because that's not always true. So I wouldn't say never, but right now, no. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 34. Oh wow, I would have never guessed 34. You look young. Oh, from stage 4 cancer. Well, I'm sending you love. What is up with all this? I really don't even need to look at it because I already know they're being mean and nasty. It should just block them, but it don't. I know. That's a whole one. How long ago was it? Was it recent? From Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out, shout outs. You never met him?
Come on. You call my phone.
How you always losing your phone? Ask your sister to call. I'm on the live. I don't think you want a phone, son, because you're always losing them. Hey there, thanks for stopping by my stream earlier. I noticed you on a little after, but the chat wasn't. No, I had the chat turned off just because. So I decided when I get on here just to share my heart or like do story times about things that I'm experiencing, I'm just gonna turn the chat off because like I want to engage and interact, but it distracts me. So then I forget what I'm talking about. And so I'm going to just separate it. When I want to get on here and engage and interact with people, then I'm going to leave the chat on and we just going to get on here and we going to talk. But when I'm talking about like my journey and my experience, sharing my story, I'm going to just turn the chat off. So I can just get through and process what I need to process. So that's why I had it off earlier. But you're welcome. It was nice talking to you. Did you get a chance to listen to the songs I gave you? Great earrings and long hair are those new tats. You want, engage, and support. I offer it in my stream too, but I understand we don't all have ADHD. Oh goodness. ADHD is crazy. I don't have ADHD, but I like to be intentional about my interactions with people. So when I'm talking, like I want to share from that space and just put it all out there. Because when I'm sharing my story about things that I have experienced, I'm not really looking for feedback or anything. I'm just sharing just to share to help somebody else who may be struggling with the same thing. So I'm learning how to just move. I'm learning how to just honor me in my space over here because this is my world. So I can let people in or I can just, you know what I'm saying? Not let them in if I don't want to, you know? Oh my goodness. I can't with people. Wait. You going so fast. I'm trying to, So to getting it out help. It always helps. Talking is healing for the people in the chat. Just in case you don't know. Talking is healing. So, you know, people like to get on here and clown and be like, girl, who are you talking to? But for me, I just need to talk and get it out. For sure. Just didn't know if most people of that background would think it's right for me to do them. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Oh, thank you. It's my son's chair. I jack him every now and then. I guess I'm crazy then, but I knew that already. Do you use a script even though you know your story to feel comfy, or sometimes I am through or open to the combo? But yeah, no, I do not use a script. I try writing stuff down, but I never follow the notes of what I write down. So I just go with my heart. I have been a content creator. It's been a long journey, but consistent the last 5 months. I've been consistent for the last 5 months. I was terrified of doing this. You have a beautiful smile. Thank you. OMG, I almost thought we mowed each other, but he's not in New York City. He's in Virginia. Oh. What's up with your eye? What's up with yours? Huh? What's up with yours? What's up with your eye, sir? Sir, like you never know who's behind the profile, but you know. Step by step, you're becoming someone you're meant to be. Please consider a shower next time. Oh boy. Y'all are hilarious. I'm telling you, it's just amazing to me the amount of love that's lacking from people. Like the amount of love and just compassion and understanding that people are lacking from themselves. So they cannot give it to anybody else. I'm telling you. I'm so grateful for the steps that I took in honoring me. And the fear, for a long time, I thought it was a bad thing that I procrastinated for so long. But the fear was kind of like a safety net too, because 5 years ago, baby, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I wouldn't have been able to do this. But I had to go within myself and do a lot of work. Build a lot of confidence. Love on myself in the most beautiful way. To not let the little simple shit get to me. People is hilarious. Oh man. So every time I do this, it just is like a level up of confidence. It'd be like, damn girl, you really did that work. Like you really that person. Because it's one thing to talk about it. But then when you get in an environment like this, dealing with people who, you know, insecure, social bullying, all of those things, like it'll tear you apart if you ain't secure within yourself. If you don't know who you are. If you haven't worked through your trauma and your triggers. Not gymnastic bars, yes. And I motivate people healing. Check it out. Yes, my boy be over there doing his thing. So anything stand out from last year, if I may ask, in hopes for this year? If anything stands out, like what though? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Not looking for a boyfriend. Or should we save that for the next stream? Did you hit the bell? Someone asked me this question recently, and I think it is a good question. Whatever comes to mind was what's a typical day look like for you? A typical day for me is waking up, spending an hour with me. So that can look different on any given day. But I like to take the first hour of my day before I pick up my phone, before I start scrolling. I take that first hour to be with me. So I may do 11 minutes and 11 seconds of meditation. I get up, I stretch, I move my body. Definitely have to put my music on, get some dancing in. But I spend that first hour just connecting with me in the mornings. And then, I get into my day. Like to go take a walk outside, I may eat breakfast, I may not. I'm not really a breakfast person, but that's what I do. Give my kids the things that they need. And then just the last couple of months, though, I really just been resting, chilling. I seen a Mickey Mouse shirt in a stream a couple of hours ago. Laugh out loud. You must have inspired each other. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I love Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. That's my homies. Yeah. Loving ourselves is the most important key to this life. The cyberbullying is, but you know what? I just keep saying, I just hope people really begin to understand themselves, go in and do the work, so then you understand and not take that stuff personally, because it has nothing to do with you. People projections has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of them when they come on here when I have time. You know what I'm saying? And you start to point them back to themselves, they run up out of the chat because they don't want to face themselves. They just want to project. They want to try to get a, you know what I'm saying, a response, a negative response. But when you respond in a negative way, it's because you're triggered. But when they see they ain't triggering you and they're not getting the response they want, then they have to go somewhere else to find it. That's their fuel. You know what I'm saying? It keeps them going. Hi, my name is Eli, and I'm 32, if you're interested. This is not a dating app. Like, no. I'm not looking to date. Yes, Sally, it is. We must put a stop to them, stand up to them. For real. Just keep calling them out on their BS. I just asked them straight up, like, do you need a hug? Like, you need some love? Okay, somebody, you are loved. If you don't know it, you are loved. You are worthy of love. You know, you got to just remind them. Because they don't know it. They hurting. You know what I'm saying? They going through their stuff. So I have grace and I hold space for people, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Like, I can be that person. Everybody can be that person. You know, it takes a lot of energy. It takes more energy to not respond in a negative way. Like, that's the work. It's easy to talk crazy to people. It's easy to be nasty. It's easy to project. It's easy. That's easy work. The hard work is going within yourself, not taking stuff personally, but working through your own stuff, like your own hurt, your pain. Like, I'm not the person who hurt you. I'm not the person who hurt you. So don't come projecting over here. Go figure it out. Go do the work. And if you're not able to get to the person who hurt you, then guess what? You got to work through that on your own. And that's another hard pill for people to swallow, because they want people to take accountability. They want the person to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not always going to get that. You're not always going to get that validation. So you have to give it to yourself. You got offended because I asked about your eye. Laugh out loud. No, I didn't get offended. I didn't. My eyes are beautiful. I have a lazy one, but it's clear to see that. Like, you can see it. I have a lazy eye. And I used to be insecure about that. But not anymore, because, hey, it's who I am. It's how the divine created me. She didn't say she was offended, so she reacted as if it was a stupid statement, kind of, because it was. Thank you for recognizing in the chat. Like, see, you know. You on that wavelength. You know what it is. I ain't offended, baby. You must don't know what an offense look like. When somebody offended, what that look like. So that's what that is. And I talked about that in the past live. Like, my big forehead. You see that? Y'all see that? I used to be so ashamed of this baby. But look at her. She gorgeous. Come on. I used to want to cover her up, put hair over her. Like, when I think about just those past versions of me that didn't know her worth, didn't know who she was, I just go in and I give them love. And I be like, look at us now. Like, come on. Come on. That's what self-love look like. Is accepting all of you. Knowing that you were beautifully created by the source, okay? Exactly the way you are. Facts, trolls don't like you being positive to them. Oh, they hate it. They hate it. And I love it. I love it. I don't know if you've seen my short I posted where I was like, this is how I handle the trolls, because I do. Like, they come in here and they be like, why are you talking? Like, you talk too much. What are you talking about? I'm like, but you're here, so you must love me talking. Like, what are we doing? You know? You love me. You secretly love me. That's why you're here. And a lot of them they don't get that loving energy. You know, they're not giving it to themselves, and they're not getting it from the people around them. So when it comes to our lives and we still respond in love, they may not receive it the first time. But you notice they come back. Like, they come back and then they come back different. I love to see the ones who come back different, you know, with a different vibe, different energy. I be like, I see you. You need a date. Go outside. Oh, who you telling they need a date? I see you playing matchmaker in the chat. Hold on. I'm trying to... Just be careful doing that in person. Someone may hurt you. Be careful doing what in person? But oh my God, that inspired you. I can't believe it. Would you stop with the texting? Mm, mm, mm. Ba, 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 ba. I'm actually feeling some type of way because I haven't been outside in 2 days. I need to go to the park. And then I was under the weather. So that knocked me off of my workout game. So now I'm just trying to find my flow again. I think people on here forget YouTube is entertainment. They're going to ask you questions. If they can't ask you questions, then this ain't your place. Laugh out loud. Here's the thing. Nothing's wrong with you asking questions. YouTube is a place for entertainment. Yes, but if where you are is not your type of entertainment, then go find your entertainment. Go find your people. Like, there's somebody for everybody. There's lives that engage in that type of conversation or whatever you're looking for. Like, there's somebody out there for you. But just read the room. Read the chat. Feel the vibe. When you enter the chat, feel the vibe. And if it's not your vibe, then go find your vibe. Like, you don't have to be here. Yes, it's for entertainment for some people. But some people are here not for entertainment. They're here being real, sharing real life experiences. Because guess what? Life is not entertainment. It's life. And some people are really experiencing life. Really working through this shit. Really being a better version of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what it is. You create your platform and you show up the way that you want to show up. Period. And the people who coming in, they can either decide this is for me or this is not for me. But some people don't understand when something is not for them. They don't understand it. They want to try to insert themselves and make themselves fit somewhere where they don't belong. Don't do that to yourself. If this is not your vibe, if you're not on a healing journey, if you're not trying to be a better version of yourself, if you're not sharing from a space to heal, grow, evolve, then this ain't the channel for you. This ain't the vibe for you. So that's what I keep saying. Learn how to read your own energy. Be in tune with yourself, so then you know how to read a room. You know how to read a chat. You know how to read a vibe, a live. It don't matter where you at. Like, you're going to feel that vibe. You're going to feel that energy. And it's okay to say, this is not my type of vibe. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I live in Colorado. Was born and raised in New Orleans. Live in Colorado. But where I'm from, I come from the galaxy. Haha, I'm from outer space. I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. Ever been to Canada? No. I think it's on my phone. Let me unhook it real quick. I turned it off. Can you close my door? Man, careful hugging randoms in person, even if they let you. Some people are disturbed, but yes, they are healing. Who's hugging random people? Did I miss something? I'm on this channel, so you can channel my energy into you. Yeah, no thank you. Have you accepted Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior? If you haven't, would you like me to show you how to get saved? No, thank you. Been down that rabbit hole. I'll pass. Oh, goodness. Shake my head, Miss Lady. It's not that serious, boo. Take care of yourself. It's not that serious to you, but it's really that serious. It's okay to know where you belong and where you don't. What's your space and what's not your space. What's for you and what's not for you. Like, yes, it is that serious. It's that serious to know that. It is that serious. Huh? Oh, man. You know what? If we all just get that, it don't matter what walk of life you're from, what path you on, where you at on your journey. It really don't matter. When you accept you and all of you, and you're in alignment, you just know these things. It goes without saying, and you're not offended. You just move accordingly. Like, that's true freedom to me. That's true freedom. To be in alignment, to accept you and all of you, and just know that we all on different paths. And if we don't align, like, it's okay. It's no bad blood. It's no hatred. I love you. I see you. Okay? I love you and I see you. It's okay if you don't align with this type of vibe. It's okay. Everybody not there. Everybody is not there. And that is okay. And the only reason why I can accept that and hold space for people, and you can be here. We can talk. We can have a conversation. We can talk about many different things. If you're coming with love and respect, you respect yourself, you respect your path, vice versa, then you only gonna be able to respect me and my path. But when you don't respect you and your journey, where you are, like you're confused about all the things, then you bring that energy everywhere you go. But when you know where you are is where you are and everybody's not there and it's okay, man, that's a different type of energy. Like, that's unconditional love. That's saying it's okay for you to be you and it's okay for me to be me, and we coexist in the same space. It's okay that we're different. It's okay that you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior and I'm on a totally different path. Like, I know I'm Christ consciousness. Like, I know that's in me. Like, I don't need anybody to come in and save me. Like, no, I don't need that. But if that's what you're on your path, then that's your journey. That's what you need. That's what you came here to experience this lifetime. Like, it's okay. It's okay. We all on different paths. It's not just one way. It's not just one road. When you get on the highway and you driving to go, just even if you're in your local state and you get on the highway, how many different roads and exits and turns and all the different ways you can go? Like, life is our greatest teacher. Life is our greatest teacher. There is not just one way to even get to your home. Like, how many different ways can you go to get home? Think about that. So every road that you take on your journey is always leading you back home to you. It don't matter where you at on your path. I've been guided many different places. Many different places. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought that was the way. And my soul showed me something different. And I just allow my heart to be open to the change and what my soul's showing me. Like, it's not set in stone that it's just this. My heart is open to having my experience, going to gather what my soul needs to grow wherever it's taking me. And yes, it took me down the path of Christianity, but it only lasted a year. And here's the crazy part about it. I didn't even want to go down that path. I prayed and I said that, but it didn't matter. Like, I was still guided there. So what I'm saying is don't put yourself in a box. Don't just think it's one way. Don't just think because this is where you are, or this is how you was raised, or this is what you was brought up in, that's the final destination. Our soul speaking to us all the time. We not listening. So many of us are living somebody else's truth. For real. So we have to find our own truth. This reminds me of my long lost cousin song. I don't fit inside a box. Yeah, I don't. The nice thing is we are all so different, yet more similar than different. Exactly. When you go to the heart and the core of it, like, we are the same. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the heart, you know what I'm saying? The soul, the blood that's flowing through our veins. Like, yes. Yes. But I love it. I love the differences. I love how we're the same. But just allowing people to be who they are. But you can't do that until you accept yourself for who you are. That's the greatest freedom. Because then you're able to make beautiful connections. Like, for real. I can't stop watching, but you be inspiring me. And well, when I get inspired, I roll even if yesters begin wonky sometimes. Oh, I appreciate that. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, everybody come to that space. Everybody gets to the space to where they need to be. But you just have to listen. And some people scared because it's all they know. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I was raised in a Christian family. That was all I knew. But I wasn't forced. Like, we wasn't forced to go to church. We wasn't forced, like, you're a Christian, this is what you're going to do. Like, it wasn't forced on us. My mom allowed us to choose if we wanted to go to church, and if we didn't, it was fine. That's the way we was raised. And, you know, my mom, she believed it with her whole heart. But I've seen my mom, like, travel to different religions trying to find the truth. But she always came back to Christianity. Me, on the other hand, I'm watching, like, I'm paying attention to the people around me and what they're saying they believe. And it don't align to how they live in their life. So that's what had me questioning everything about it. And I was like, I don't want to be like these people. They're crazy. Like, they saying they believe this stuff, but they are not living their life according to this book. You know? So when I got older and I was going through my worst time, of course, that's what people say, right? When you're going through your dark moments. They like, oh, have you tried Jesus? Like, Jesus is the way. Like, I've heard all that all before. And so I said, okay, no, I haven't tried. I haven't tried it for myself. And so I did that. I did that. And I prayed before I went into it. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be a Christian. God, I just want to know you. I don't want to be a Christian. Like, I don't want to live that type of life. These people crazy. Guess what? The divine brought me down that rabbit hole anyway. And I was like, in there a year. I was in the church. I was on the dance team. I was living my best Christianity life. Living my best life. You couldn't tell me that it was not real, okay? You couldn't tell me nothing. I knew he was the way, the only way. There was no other way. I was living that truth. Do you know how it feels to be in something that you think is true and to be guided and shown that is not true for you? Because it's true for somebody. But to be shown that it's not true for you and you prayed and said, I don't want to do that. And your soul take you there anyway. Like, what was that about? Like, I was so mad. I was so mad. But everything has purpose. And going through that experience helped me to put myself in other people's shoes. Because on my journey, like, as I'm on this journey and I'm being guided to come out of Christianity, like, this is everybody around me, everybody who I know is Christians. And I'm the only one being shown that this is a lie, that this is not real. Like, come out of there. This is not the way for you. And everybody around me believed the same thing. So I felt so alone, like, so outcast, like all the things. But I had to listen to my intuition. I had to trust what my soul was showing me. And it took me on this beautiful path of knowing me, coming back to the truth that I always knew, is that I'm connected to source. Like, nothing separates me from that. To rest in this divine, unconditional love. Like, nothing brings me closer to that and nothing separates me from that, because it's on the inside of me. And so when I came out of it, I was mad because I was like, you showed me all that to show me it's a lie? Why? That was a waste of my time. But it wasn't. And for the people that's there, like, what I understand now is we have soul families, right? You have souls who come here to experience being a Christian. Y'all got to think about it. Like, there's nothing new under the sun. All this stuff been going on for centuries. Like, it's nothing new. There's not just one way, but there are souls who come to experience different things. Like, and once you understand that, you're like, oh, that soul came here to be a Christian. And you know the ones who are in alignment because they're not trying to convince you to live your life like them. They're just living their life. Like, the people who are in alignment are not trying to convince you that my way is the way. This is the only way to go. This is how it's supposed to be. This is the truth. Because they know they're just living their truth and they can't convince you of what your truth is. They understand soul alignment. Even if they don't call it that. Like, they understand it. So when you're living your truth, you live it. You share from your own experience. You're not trying to convince people that what you're doing is right or it's the only way to go. Okay? True teachers, because we're all teachers and students, but true teachers are always going to lead you back to you. They always going to lead you back to you. What's true for you? Like, what do you believe? Like, where are you on your journey? I can share my experience. And if your soul is trying to shake and stir things on your path, then you're going to be intrigued. You're going to be like, I don't know what she's talking about, but something resonating. I connect with something that she's saying. And you go on your little soul's journey. So I always tell people, take what resonates, leave what don't. Like, the stuff that I talk about on here is my own life experience. That's all I have. I can't give y'all nothing else. I can't give y'all nothing else but what I experienced. You may think it's crazy. You may call it whatever you want to call it. But it's my experience. And nobody can tell me what I experienced wasn't real for me. Because they didn't experience it. And if they never experienced it, of course they're going to think it's crazy. They're going to be saying, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. She don't know this, she don't know that. Or they going to get mad like, girl, what you talking about? Jesus ain't your Lord and Savior? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not. You know, is he your Lord and Savior? Are you confident in that? Do you believe it with your whole heart and soul? There is no question. Then go on your path. Okay? Have peace about where you are on your journey. Have peace about where you are on your journey. So, I always say, anybody who's mad at me for encouraging you to live your truth, like I'm not trying to change you. I'm not trying to convince you that you're wrong. I'm saying, are you happy where you are? Are you at peace with where you are on your journey? So anybody who mad at that message, like I just look at them like, what's wrong with you? Like you don't want to be free? Oh, you want people to tell you who you are. You want people to project on you. That's not me. That's not why I'm here. I'm here for you to know that you're a free spirit. And you are free to enjoy this life and experience this life how you want to experience it. As long as you're not causing harm to anyone, you're not being mean and nasty. You know what I'm saying? You're not breaking the law. You're just doing you. You dress how you want to dress. Like I said before, if you want to walk around and say you're a chicken, who am I to tell you that you're not a chicken? Like, are you happy being a chicken? Like, why am I mad because you want to dress up in feathers? Why is that bothering me? It don't. Are you happy? I want you to be happy because I want to be happy. I want you to have peace about who you are and how you're showing up in this life because I want that for myself. I want that for myself. I'm just using that as an example, okay? I'm just using chicken as an example. No, my name is Queen. Yeah, she lost sound like you lost too, but it's a choice. And it sounds like she's happy being lost. Oh, you gotta lose yourself to find yourself, baby. Okay, don't be afraid of getting lost. Okay? Because you're gonna discover some beautiful parts of yourself. So yes, I am. I am. I know you want some of this happy. I know you want some of this pure joy. You see it, the energy don't lie. I do have kids. That I get it. Be like, but if you relate or a chicken, no, don't. I just use chicken as an example. Like I'm being a little dramatic there. But you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody decide that they want to be transgender, whatever, like whatever people's choices are, why is it bothering us so much? Like those people living their life. You have your own life, your own experience. So why are you bothered about what somebody else is doing? That's the message. I just use chicken just to, be funny. But hell, somebody out here might think they're a chicken. But who am I to tell them that they're not a chicken if they want to be a chicken? Okay? That's their life. You only get to experience this life one time in this body. Okay? Make the best of it for you, not for other people. Stop people pleasing. Stop trying to fit inside other people's boxes. Stop letting people put you in boxes. Okay? I'm a free spirit. And that's what I'm doing. Encouraging y'all to be free spirits. Okay? Listen to what your soul's telling you. I'm not even entertaining that anymore because you asked me a question and I told you what my name was. So I have kids, but now I feel bad. Life is not a gift, it's suffering. I mean, if that's how you looking at it, that's how you looking at it. Life is gonna do what it do. Like none of us are exempt from experiencing heartache, pain, suffering. Like none of us is exempt from that. But it's how you allow that stuff to affect you, how you allow it to change you. Right? We get to choose how we want to show up after that. Life has happened to me. But guess what? Well, hold up. Why your message got restricted? Um, what happened? Um, Life is gonna happen. Like we're not exempt to. Nobody's not exempt to experiencing pain and suffering. But it's how we process that stuff, how we let it affect us. It's a choice. Who thought you was being rude? I was on IV for 28 days to save my life last year. Knee infection. Jesus saved me. I love that for you. Like let me just say this. When I share where I am on my journey, it doesn't diminish or take away from you and where you are on your journey. Like that's your truth. I'm not taking away from that. I'm not. Like I said, I respect everybody. I get it. I get it. I didn't understand it at first, but once I began to go within and ask questions to why I didn't understand or why it didn't make sense or why you made me do this, like why is it that some people believe this and some people don't? Like I ask those questions to the divine. I ask those questions to source because source is going to give you clarity about the things that you don't understand. And I couldn't be more grateful for that better understanding to move through this life and understand that. Like everybody is experiencing this life the way they were meant to experience it. And just because I don't agree with something or I don't live my life that way, don't make it wrong for the person who living their life that way. Like that's their experience. So I'm not taking anything away from you and your experience and what you believe. Like for some people, that's their truth. And I respect that. And for me, my truth is I am Christ consciousness. Like it's me. The afterlife. I love that. I mean, how could you not believe in the afterlife? I think people are confused on what it is, though, but yes. Especially if you have had encounters and experiences with your loved ones who have transitioned. I call it transitioning because that's what it is. The energy just transitioned to its original form, but yes, it's beautiful. They still communicate with us. You know what I'm saying? They watching over us for sure. I feel like people say that, like, you know, when you lose somebody, when your loved one transition, people say like, oh, they always with you or they watching over you. But people don't really believe that. They just say it for comfort. But it's true. Like, they really are watching over us. Like, they really are. And they're very aware of the things that's going on in our life. That's your belief. So Billy don't believe in the afterlife. And that's his truth. So, you know, when you know, you know. I'm so glad my friend at 32 years old who passed. He was a diabetic, is that what you're saying? Or my dad, 49. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love you. Oh my goodness. With life, it's going to wait. Yeah, I'll be trying, like, with life, it's going to playing itself out no matter how we believe the way that is will come to head at that point. Cliff, I see why you be having your other phone, because after trying to read these little small words, it's like, what are you saying? My eyes start getting blurry. I'm like, I can't see. I need to get my invisible glasses. I need to get my glasses. I don't even wear glasses, but maybe my pretend glasses will help me see better. I'm like, I need to, I don't know, get my laptop from my son and then go live on there and use my phone to look at the comments, because, you know, it works when I first get on here, but after so long, I'd be like, wait, hold up. It all becomes a blur. I'm like, goodness. I be in live like, look, they're making me feel like I don't have 20/20 vision right now. Like, where's my glasses? My cousin was like, don't you wear glasses? I was like, no. He was like, I've seen you with glasses on. I said, I do not wear glasses. I just like the frame, so I popped the lenses out. He was like, yeah, I can see you doing that. Because you different. I need to tap in. I need to tap into that, because, man, my daughter was like, I don't think you have 20/20 vision no more. I'm like, girl, when you've been sitting on this thing for an hour and you reading the comments, it's like, what is going on? Just everything will come to head no matter what I believe or any other person believe. Then it's just facts. No more talking. That's true. That's true. It's gonna come to a head for you. Your truth. That's why I tell everybody, like, seek your truth. Me, my soul is naturally a truth seeker. But I'm no longer seeking the world's truth. I just want to know my truth. That's it. That's the only truth that matters in my world. And because I accept my truth and I live my truth, I'm able to let other people live theirs without judgment. Without judgment. Without making them feel bad about their choices. Without making them feel like they're wrong for believing. See, and it's stages, right? There's the believing stage and there's the knowing. That's two different things, because when you know, you know. When you know, you know. My heart is just open to learning and growing. Like, I learned the hard way not to get so caught up in thinking that what I know is it. Like, that's the only truth for me, because my truth has changed over time as I grow, as I evolve, as I learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. And how I stay in alignment with my truth is by being in touch with my soul, listening to my soul, going within, taking time and spending time with me, that quiet time, meditation. You know what I'm saying? And meditation looks different for everybody. It looks different for everybody. But that's how I tap in. Like, that's how I tap into me. That's how I go within and listen to what source is telling me. I take it to source. I take it to the creator of all things. Because who else gonna tell me the truth? Who else gonna tell me the truth? So here's the thing. Christ is a consciousness. Jesus, that's a whole nother, that's like a rabbit hole I had to go down. But that's not even the real name. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much that we think we know that we don't know. So Christ is just a consciousness. And here's what I say. And I'm going to use Jesus because it's the name that the world has given y'all. Right? When I was in Christianity, the thing that I loved about Christ was that he knew who he was. Like, he embodied what soul alignment is. So if you are in the religion and you know what I'm saying, you live in it, you've been true with it, you know what I'm saying, you living your life according to that path, then you know Christ embodied soul alignment because he knew who he was. And he didn't say, follow me. He said he was encouraging everybody, the disciples, everybody. He was like, look, these things I do, y'all can do and more. Like, people miss it. I feel like it just went over everybody's head. What I loved about Christ is that he knew who he was from the time he came out. Like, from a little boy, very young. Like, he knew his soul assignment. He knew his soul's mission. He knew that he was connected to his father, as they say. He knew this. He knew this. He knew nothing separated him from and nothing brought him closer to. He knew, I am my father and my father's me. Like, he knew that. It wasn't a question. The Pharisees couldn't come and tell him who he was. He knew who he was. He knew, I don't have to be in a building. I don't need to be in a building. I'm going to be out here with the people. Not the people who look like me. Not the people who got it all figured out and got it all together. He was with the prostitutes. He was with the drunks. He was with those people. But as you can see, religion is the total opposite. They too busy judging those people. But that's the people who Christ was rocking with. Okay? That's the people who Christ was rocking with. But the world is doing the total opposite. And that's what I was saying earlier when I was saying that's why I didn't want to have no parts of it. Because I'm sorry. Like, it don't take rocket science to figure out when something ain't aligning, when something don't make sense. Everything that he said, everything that he embodied, y'all are doing the total opposite. He said, let the first person without sin cast the first stone. Cast the first stone. If you got it all figured out, cast the first stone. You know what I'm saying? So I love, like, Christ. That's my homie. But I know I'm Christ consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Christ consciousness is just being in alignment with your soul mission. That's what that is. Ain't nothing religious about me. Definitely not. I'm in relationship with. Michael, hello. How are you? I'm in alignment. Like, I know what it is. I know what it is. And it feels good just to know, like, allow people to be there. But if he was the example for people to follow, why are people doing the total opposite? You know what I'm saying? Nobody does. I just asked a question. Do you believe in the Bible? Just asking. So, do you want to hear my Bible story? So the Bible have truth and lies intertwined. But that's life. Everything. Like, there's truth and lies. It's up to you to decide what's true for you, right? So there's truth and lies in the Bible. So here's my Bible story. My dad passed in 2008. And when I went to his funeral, they gave me a Bible in a wooden case. And I got this Bible. When I was younger, I picked up a Bible, like when we used to go to church with my grandma, but we wasn't reading that. We used to like to go to kids' church and get all the snacks. And that's why we wanted to go to church. We was not really listening to the things, But when my dad passed and they gave me this Bible, when I got home, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? One day I'm going to pick this book up, but today ain't that day. I said, because when I pick it up, I'm not going to play with it. Because I looked at it as something sacred. I had never really picked it up and read it as an adult. But I knew from what I've watched as a kid growing up, I just knew it was something that, like, if what people are saying is true, like, I don't want to play with this. So I'm not going to open this book until I'm ready. And then in 2011, I was going through a really rough time in my marriage, dark space. And I can remember just having this moment where I was like, I don't know what else to do. And my mom was like, have you tried Jesus? And I was like, no, I guess I haven't. I haven't really tried, And so I picked up that book that I got in 2008, that Bible, and I opened it. It was the King James Version. And I was like, I don't understand this. Thee, thou, though. Like, what are they saying? So I told my uncle, and my uncle mailed me the New Living Translation. And for me, I'm somebody who asks all the questions. First of all, if this book is God's word, who gave man permission to change it so many times? Like, and if you're constantly translating, things are mixed and confused through translation. Things are taken out, things are put in. Like, who gave man that power? That was my question. So my uncle sent me the New Living Translation, and it's just plain English. So I'm reading it, and I'm like, okay, I can rock with this one. So he sent that book in 2011, and I remember waking up one day, 5 o'clock in the morning, and just sitting at my table with this Bible. And my prayer was, dear God, I don't want to know man's truth. I don't want to know the world's truth. Like, I want to know your truth. I don't want to be a Christian. I don't want to go to church. I don't want to do none of that. Like, that was my prayer. And so I started reading the Bible from Genesis. Like, I was asking people around me, like, where did you even start reading the Bible at? And everybody around me was saying the New Testament. And I was like, who picks up a book and start reading it in the middle of the book? Like, who does that? Like, how do I know what happened in the beginning? But everybody kept saying the New Testament was done away with. And my question was, done away by who? Who did away with it? Like, man? Who said that we wasn't supposed to Like, man, I'm confused. It's God's word, but man said the New Testament was done away with. And so then I was like, oh, it sounds like to me that man didn't want to follow those rules, so they created their own. And so I started reading at Genesis 1. So I started reading a book like you pick up a book and you start reading it. I started reading it from the beginning. And so every morning I would get up at 5 a.m. and I would read the Bible. Me and Source. I was like, just show me the truth. And from there, I was guided to start going to church, to become a Christian. I even got baptized again. I did. Like, I believed it with my whole heart. And then a year later, I was guided out of the church and was guided to throw my Bible in the trash. I was guided to throw the Bible in the trash. And here's why. There's truth and lies in there. There is. Through my study and through the ways that Source took me through the Bible to show me the truth, yeah, it was quite the journey. But I was guided to throw it away because I was shown that before there was a book, before I even took my first breath, my heart was beating. And my soul showed me to come back to my heart, to come back to that truth. The truth before the world started to project their truth onto me. I was guided to come back there. So I have been moving that way ever since. Like, now when I read books, it's books that I'm guided to only show me and remind me of what I already know. So I don't pick up books just to read them. Like, no, I pick them up when I'm guided and led to them. So, you know, I was guided to throw it in the trash and I haven't picked it up since. But you know, that's everybody else's journey to deal with. I done been there, done it. I don't need the book to tell me what my soul can tell me. I know. Thank you so much. Thank you. Isn't it crazy that we was just talking about my big forehead and who is this? Haywood. Think he can come in and yeah, make me feel some type of way about it, baby. I love myself too much. Every part of me. You see it though? Isn't it shiny? It's big. It's beautiful. But yeah, see, you missed it earlier where I was saying that I used to be very insecure about my big forehead. But look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, you explain how you come to your conclusion. Understood. Well, God bless you on your journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. You too. And like I said, live your truth until your soul show you otherwise. That's what I do. You know? And not just respect people on their journey. Because at first I was mad. I was trying to convince everybody. This is wrong, y'all. They lying. And there was so much energy. It was exhausting. You know, people was calling me demonic. Oh, that's the devil. And I was like, well, guess what? According to the Bible, you believe in Christ, you're supposed to be able to cast demons out. So if I have a demon, why are you scared? Aren't you supposed to be using that power, Christ within you, to cast it out? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But that's projection, you know? Y'all can't say y'all believe in all that power and then be scared. Because Christ wasn't scared to be around nobody. He knew who he was. He embodied that. That's what we're supposed to do in this life. We're supposed to embody the essence, the soul that's within us. Okay, Source didn't give us a spirit of fear, but people who saying they believe in Christ is scared of everything. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Oh, I can't be around them. They demonic. They this. They that. Come on now. You have the power or you don't. You believe in it or not? Because I believe he was casting out demons. He was laying hands on people, healing people. He wasn't scared of nothing. So stand on what you believe in. Either it's true or it's not true. Either it's true or it's not true. But that's not everybody path. So the people who don't, let them live their life. And if what you believe is true, then they on their own path. Like, you ain't got to be afraid of them or judging them because they doing what they want, living their best life. Oh, thank you. I'm a follower of God, not Christianity, for 35 years. I love that. Y'all, my journey was, man, let me tell you, it ain't make no sense, but it make all the sense now. I was mad. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was mad because my prayer was I didn't want to do it. But Source took me down that rabbit hole anyway. I was like, it was a waste of a year, but it really wasn't a waste of a year. It allowed me to be in it, believe it, and then come out of it and be able to respect what people are on their journey. Because when I was there, I believed it with my whole heart. So when I came out of it and I was trying to convince other people that what I was being shown was their truth, I would say I did that about a month because I was pissed. I was like, what? Like, how are we seeing the same thing? Are we seeing, like, are y'all reading the same book I'm reading? Like, I felt crazy. I felt alone. But I had to do that journey alone, you know? And it just gave me so much strength to be able to stand on my own 2 feet in my own truth. But if you was listening to my prayer was, God, I don't want to know the world's truth or man's truth. I want to know your truth. And then what was revealed to me later was what I was really praying for was to know my own truth. Because to know Source truth is to know my truth. Source is on the inside of me. It's on the inside of all of us. It's nothing outside of us. And so I was brought back to the truth that I always knew. I used to always tell people, like, God is on the inside of me. Like, I don't need to go to church to do that. Y'all scared to go to hell? Like, this is hell. Like, do you see this life? Like, this is hell. Y'all fearing going to a place that you're already in. Make it make sense. You're going to live your whole life in fear, afraid to go to hell. You're going to live your whole life in fear. Scared to live, scared to experience life, scared to make connections, like all the things, all the fears. But the Bible says that God didn't give you a spirit of fear. Like, just make it make sense. The shit that don't make sense, it don't make sense. Stop trying to make it make sense. Question everything. So I tell people, question everything. Question everything. Everything. Question it. Because the truth gonna be revealed. And if it's truth, if what you believe is true, it's gonna be solid. It's still gonna be solid when you ask Source if it's true. Is this true? Right? Not getting mad at somebody because they coming against what you believe or whatever. It's just like, is there any truth to what they're saying? Like, what happens when we get to that space? Is there any truth to what this person is saying? Because when I was in the church, like, I got a phone call. And like I said, I believed it with my whole heart. So when I got this phone call, and this young lady, she's my friend. When she called me and she's like, oh, we believe in a lie. And like, she telling me her truth. She's telling me what truth she just came into. And my soul told me, like, don't interrupt her. Just listen. So I'm listening to her, because before in the past, I'd have been like, girl, what you talking about? Like, What are you saying? You know? But my soul told me to be quiet and listen. And I listened to her. I didn't interrupt her. I didn't judge her. I just hung up the phone and I said, okay, Creator, if there's any truth to what she just said, then show me. That was my prayer. And guess what? Oh, Source did just that. Source showed me. So I stopped going to church and I just started studying by myself. Like, I didn't want to hear nobody else's story about it. Like, I just wanted to know. Me and Source. Let's go back to Source. Show me if there's any truth to what this young lady is saying. Okay? And I was shown. Very clear. Very clear. So it's just asking the question, like, you ain't got to be offended. You ain't got to be mad. Just pray about it. Because if the Creator created all things, why are we scared to go to Source and ask questions? People say, oh, don't question God. Question God. I don't even like using God, but question. Question God. Question Source. Why I'm not going to question the Creator of all this madness? This don't make no sense. I need it to make sense. For me. I have a girl. Do you just have the one? Healing is not gone, by the way. Laugh out loud. I know what you're saying, but don't worry, I'm here. Oh. Why would you question someone who's not going to answer? Oh, I'm sorry that you don't have a relationship with Source and Source don't answer. Baby, I get my answers. I get my answers all the time. It may not come right on time when I want it all the time, but I get my answers. Okay? And see, that's the thing. You can't put it in a box. Because, see, when you have it in a box, yeah, you're going to miss it every time. Because you can pray about something, and it may not come down from a voice in the sky and say, hey, remember that question you asked? Nah, it may come from a friend. It may come from you turning on the TV and you hear a message about something that you prayed about and you asked. It may come from a song you hear on the radio and you like, dang, I was just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to have a relationship with Source. That's why it's important to have a relationship with yourself. That's why it's important to have a relationship. Oh, because guess what? Source answers. I love my relationship. Okay. I just had this conversation with the divine. Like, look, I don't want to do no more of this life without you. I done lived so much of this life being separate from you, under the illusion of being separate from you. Yeah, nah, we ain't doing that no more. I'm locked in. I'm tapped in. Talk to me. Oh, they don't think they can hear from you? What? Talk to me then. Talk to me. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm listening. Too old to be telling peeps Happy New Year's. Why? Why is he too old? I don't even know who said Happy New Year's, but why they have to be too old? You feel like you too old? Like, I don't understand. You too old? You ain't too old. Better tap into that inner child. I mean, my apologies. I can't tell you that you're not too old if you think you're too old. That's your truth. See how I have to correct myself? I still, have my moments where I have to remember. That's your truth. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm young. I'm aging backwards. I'm aging backwards. Oh, man. So I live in Colorado. I was born and raised in New Orleans. But I'm from the galaxy. I'm from outer space. I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. I love that song. That song speaks to my soul, okay? I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not from here. I'm definitely not from here. I feel more connected to, the moon and the stars and the trees. Hello, chat. So all my people in here with the beautiful love and vibes, can y'all please send John some love? Send him some love. Please. Or, we really don't know that that's a John or that it's a guy, because it could be a female pretending to be a guy. Like, you just don't know who be behind the profiles. Like, a lot of pretenders. A lot of pretenders. How the hell you leave New Orleans to go to Colorado? Dang, why that question have to be like that though? So to answer your question, New Orleans is, okay, I love the city I was born and raised in. But I just wanted a change, I just wanted a change. So I was there for 20 years. And then I've been here for another 21. And I just wanted, a different environment for my son. But it's like night and day. As far as, when you down south, people are just friendly. Like, we speak to everybody. And out here, you speak to people, they be looking at you like, I don't know you. Like, you can only speak if you know them. You're real passionate about that. Like, I understand. You're real passionate. You go and move there? Hello. If you don't mind me asking, do you keep, you know what? Let me think about this one. Hold on. I've been to New Orleans. Okay, so you want to go down there and stay since you're so passionate about why I shouldn't have left. I miss the food so much. I do. I miss my family, but I don't regret moving. Like, I needed this change. So I don't regret it. I wasn't going to answer that. I was putting his ass in timeout. Like, trying to come in here with the Happy New Year's, Queen. Like, can I ask you a question? No, you can't. Like, get out of here with that. See, that's the thing. I have a love-hate relationship for social media. If it was up to me, I keep saying this every live. If it was up to me, I would be in my own little corner, in my own little chair, minding my own business. Okay? Have you been to Colorado? Because you're being real judgy right now. And I do want to come visit LA. But why you being so judgy to Colorado? Have you been here? It's beautiful out here. And then one of the things that I love is that we get to experience all the seasons, even if it's short-lived. So you can experience all the seasons in one day, for real. But it's beautiful out here. It's still so much I have not explored out here. When we get to know people across platforms, is coming up some lately. It's not always cold. I can't even lie. Like the snow in the winter, like I'm not gonna front. I've been here 21 years. I'm still not used to it. I'm like, I don't think you get used to that. Like, who gets used to that type of cold? I just be wanting to be inside. When it snow, I'm taking a snow day, and they don't give snow days. They don't give snow days. It could be like, I'm telling you, 21 years. Yep. I know. That's a long time. I'm ready to move. I just don't know where I want to go yet. Did I miss something? Laugh out loud. Wait. Then you ain't a real New Orleans. What that mean? What's a real New Orleans? And what makes you think that? That's my city, but it ain't my identity. I miss home. I don't go back enough. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. New Orleans is not my identity. I had to tell somebody that. Because I was dancing to our music on my other channel. And it was like, she don't do New Orleans no justice. I'm like, first of all, don't get it twisted. Because right now I'm just playing around. Just tapping into my childhood. Having fun with music that I used to enjoy. But don't get it twisted. I say, and then it's not my identity. Okay? New Orleans is not my identity. I was born and raised there. It's not my identity. Who doing singing bowls? I love singing bowls. Now I'm like, did I miss something? I love New Orleans. I do too. Every time I go back home, I don't go back home enough. But when I do go back home, I have a list of things I want to eat. I tell my cousin, like, come on, you already know. You gotta have the list. Let's go. My cousin be feeling like, look, you coming to visit or you coming for the food? Both, cousin. I love you. Both. I want the food and I'm coming to visit. I miss you. And the go-to spots is definitely have to stop and get my beignets. Definitely have to stop and go get a snowball. I don't care what season it is. It can be cold. I'm going to get me a snowball. Yes. And a po' boy. Gotta have my po' boy when I go down there. Oh, and some seafood. California is all up in your house. You know what? I love Cali. It's the only reason why I love Cali. You know what? I love people from now. their whole vibe. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Say that about Biggie Man. I'm the one that up the store up. My daughter was like, "Why you got that LA hoodie? Why you have them LA sweats, girl? You already know. Like, you already know, baby." K-Zides, I love you. I love him. Hello, hello from Canada. All is well. How are you? You know a lot of the legends from there. I just love, you know what? I just love. The people that bring the love vibes, the people that's tapped into them, who know who they are, like, I just love that. So, you know, I represent a part of them with me. Dun, 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 dun. Third Toronto person tonight. I know, Canada been in the building. Yeah, I like to say in the building, but it's really in the chat. I love to say in the building. Canada is in the building. LA is in the building. New Orleans and Colorado is in the building. Oh, we just chatting in here. How was your day? Oh man. How long I been on here? Coming up on 2 hours. I be wanting to have my hair up all the time, but it drives me bananas. I've been going through some health stuff, but I'm working on it. I love that. That's all you can do. Be gentle with yourself. Listen to your body. So this must be new. Like you already know they're being mean when you have to view the message. I'm in love with being in love. What a great feeling. Ain't that the truth? But the question is, the true love is, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? Because that's the real love. I say my hair is like me. It wants to be free. It don't want to be in bondage. It don't want to be in bondage. Who is in the chat being mean? Let me see. Is that the same person? You know what? Okay. I got a space for you. I have somewhere I can put you. Put you in timeout, baby. You heard me? Act accordingly, or you going timeout. You go in timeout. Dun, dun, dun. You get in where you fit in. I ain't trying to fit in. That's a foreign language to me. Nope. I don't want to fit in. The hell with that. Keep your box. Keep fitting in. I'm a free spirit. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. Constant Kelly. Okay, I'm going to ask this crazy question. I'm kind of scared to even ask. You know what? I ain't asking that dumb question. Well, it's not a dumb question because I don't know. Okay. Were you team Kendrick or were you team Drake? I don't know. I mean, I'm asking. I said it was a dumb question, but it's really not because you just don't know. What? Are you serious? Or are you clowning? I feel like you playing with me. I mean, you could be telling the truth. Ain't nothing wrong with it. He was banned for a hot minute. You don't get to play that in here. I was like, you don't get to play that in here. My kids was like, Mom, you was listening to Drake just 2 months ago. And right now, okay, my opinion have changed about that. Oh, thank you. I just, started letting the kids play him again. Hell, I was rocking with my boy. I wasn't pandering to choose a side. He said, if you're pandering to choose a side, let me choose it for you. Oh, goodness. I was definitely judging. I was. I had to check myself. I was like, you know what? This is not your battle. This is not your battle. Bye. It was nice chatting with you. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh. Let me look up for my pen. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. You know what? I think it's time for me to log off because my vision is getting blurry looking at this screen all this time. Dun, 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 dun. This was fun. I enjoyed chatting with y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling some type of way. I cannot see y'all. Okay, wait. Whew. Boy, this what have you thinking that you don't have 20/20 vision? And I know I do. I have 20/20 vision. I gotta get close up on the screen so I can see. The best of both worlds. Wait. That is not cute. Like, I don't understand. All right. Say you won't let go. Oh. All right. This was fun. I am continuing to adjust accordingly to my own flow. And so I got it now, you know? Because in doing this, I always have to honor me. I always have to put me first. Okay? So I'm finding my balance between sharing my story and interacting, connecting. I have to separate the two because, you know, my friend earlier, leading healing, was like, we all us don't have ADHD. I'm like, look, call it what you want, but when you're trying to share from your heart, like, you know what I'm saying? And people start coming in and ask questions, and then, you know, like, I lose my train of thought, like what I was talking about. So I have to stay focused. So it's just teaching me that I have to separate the two. Yep. It's not that I can't multitask. I'm just very intentional about what I'm doing. And when I'm connecting and engaging with people and having a conversation, I want to be present with that. And when I'm sharing my experience, my stories, I want to be intentional with that. And I want to be present with both. So I can't do both together. Because then, you know, you ignoring them and things. And you know, I'm not here to people please, but still, like, I don't, like, I want to, when I'm interacting with people, I want to interact. And when I don't, I don't. And it's okay. Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Who is smarter, black men or black women? Like, what type of question is that? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm leaving. I had some beautiful conversations today. Beautiful connections as always. My boy didn't stay long though today. But it's all good, you know. We vibing. But I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night or morning. I don't know where you're watching from, but you know, enjoy the rest of your day. I am logging off here. Peace, love, and light.